First Laugh Podcast. Hope y'all motherfuckers like Jello pudding pops.
Welcome, Street Kings. Today on the podcast, we have a very special guest known as White Trash Jeff.
Yeah, the one that you've all grown to know and love over the past, I don't know how many episodes.
Nope, we've never heard of him. He's a brand new guest that we are introducing today.
Well, it's just kind of weird because he's kind of like been on a lot of episodes of this show, and now you have him go out, wait behind the curtain so you can introduce him.
My art is evolving.
Okay, all right.
The show is evolving, Kyle. These are the video days where we're figuring it out.
You are the most pretentious, least pretentious person I've ever fucking met in my life. Do you know that?
Well, you gotta let your craft evolve.
Okay.
So, you may know White Trash Jeff as a stand-up comedian, a shop worker, the tortoise enthusiast.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, really big fan. Yeah.
Don't call them turtles. Whatever
He'll correct
do.
you. He becomes like a grammar Nazi, but only about turtles. I'm sorry, tortoises. Like I love how he's not. I'm surprised he hasn't yelled from behind the curtain yet. The correct one.
And you may also know him as the patriarchy of Yuck Off Comedy. Patriarch, maybe? Patriarch, that's it.
Oh, this has got off to a great start, hasn't it?
Well, we gotta live. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is White Trash Jeff.
How many words have you mispronounced so far?
Welcome home, big dog.
He started this show by calling it a podcast. Did you notice that?
Well, you're a guest.
You got me, buddy.
Yeah, it's a good setup here. I like that.
You like this?
No one saw the big fucking holes, and I have to walk around Kyle.
Yeah.
Plus, making me fucking get up and then sit down, man. It's gonna take a minute to catch my breath.
Yeah, it's going to take about 45 minutes of editing to get this out.
Well,
Exactly.
well, figuring out podcasting takes time. You gotta let it evolve. You gotta keep trying shit.
Here's a reason.
Adjust, adapt, move forward. Adjust, adapt. You know,
Here's the reason I didn't move
it's
back.
my motherfucking studio. I'll figure it out.
I didn't move because like I saw you coming, but then there was a joke, and I was like, well, I'm going to hit this joke. Jeff can go fuck himself.
He killed.
And I killed it.
Yeah,
it was great.
absolutely.
I heard the
Yeah.
neighbors laughing out in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, you probably just booked a Zeke show from that joke landing.
Maybe. I don't know. Call me, Zeke. Message me.
You could afford. Yeah, you could afford one song from fucking Heath for that. if you already have a full tank of gas and don't have to buy it.
Absolutely. Hey, I've gotten some Shell gift cards out of these gigs. Come on. $30, motherfucker. That's almost a full tank.
Right.
Go fuck yourself.
Right. Damn Biden.
Yeah, $30 and free wings at the bar. Jesus Christ. Good Lord.
I'm pretty sure you just
Slumming
didn't pay
it.
for those.
Wouldn't shock me at all.
Whoa, free wings. And Zeke's like, who gave you free wings?
This is great. You're behind the bar right now. What?
Dude, I love that at the last show we did, he already got his location fucking stolen. Much like you stole that tequila.
I bought you this tequila.
Yeah, and now you're Indian giving the shit. You just drink it every time you come over.
Absolutely.
Can
Well,
you say Indian giving?
Yeah, you can.
I did.
Native American giving. That's what it is.
I don't think they like that. I
don't
think
like
they
that.
I
prefer
think
Indian.
that's worse.
That's what I thought the latest thing was. Is they're like, nah, we kind of like the Indian thing.
What about the Indian burn? Can you say that anymore? We used to give those to...
It's kind of like their
I
martial
don't
arts,
think
isn't
that
it?
was racist.
I
Just
bet-
doing this on an arm?
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it's
Yeah,
racist.
but then your
It's-
arm gets all red.
Wasn't that why it was an
Gross.
Indian burn? You made it red?
Oh!
Yeah.
Wait, is that why?
I believe so.
That's why I was
Sounds
thought.
pretty racist. That sounds
Although
pretty
it would
racist.
also be funny if that's why they got so physically dominated.
That's the only
Was
way they know
because
how to
that
fight.
was
that
their
was the-
martial art. Yeah. It's like, well, let's see. The arrows and scalping didn't really scare him. Looks time for Plan C.
I twisted his arms. We have to sign treaty now.
They're just
Paleface, very resilient.
they're just the gay fighter of races. Slap you. Slap you.
I think that'd probably be France. I think that probably
I don't know.
historically, as far as stereotypes go.
Yeah, they're I agree.
Right? Yeah.
Everyone says.
Yeah. As you hit your fucking.
Don't worry about
Button
Don't
on
worry
the-
about what I'm
okay.
touching over
All
here.
right, yeah.
I'm producing.
Exactly.
Yeah. He does act super fucking ballsy with that
He
button.
does,
doesn't he?
man, that's
He's
the
like, I'm gonna
thing.
say whatever the fuck. Click.
Because that's what he does. He says the shit, and then he hits the button, and that means that he can go back when he's editing it and then cut it out. But here's
No,
the
I can
thing.
go
I don't
back,
think he
I can
does,
go
though.
back and decide. I can decide later what I want.
I am
in
the
Right.
decider.
Well, as
I
we
control my own
Called a
fate.
producer.
As we
Twice.
learned by having Ronaldo on the show, who listens to every one of these episodes, Josh sometimes forgets to edit things
Oh,
out.
no, it's not forgets. It's I look at it. I'm like, this
And
is
that
funnier.
time-
This is funnier if I leave it in.
Okay, all right.
But some people actually listen to every goddamn episode and can.
That's the funny
Remember
thing
things.
about like when you do a podcast or whatever. Like there are people who fucking listen and they'll mention something and it's like
Dumb twats.
right, and it's like, oh fuck, oof, maybe I should be a little more cognizant of what comes out of my mouth.
Nah.
Uh,
This is gay.
I love the idea of like it being real.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
this is just a couple guys having a conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like you do kind of think, oh wow.
Right. Oh, dude, and radio is like that. Radio is like that, to the nth degree, man. I mean, like, we had a morning show that I was on forever and ever and ever, and I just totally forgot. And then, like, I would literally say things on the show. I've not told anybody secrets, personal stuff.
Yeah.
Just because it felt like two guys bullshitting, and we would be drinking and smoking weed in the studio sometimes, So, and then my mom would
The
call
perks
me.
of not making any money.
Exactly
at a
right.
job, yeah.
And my mom would call me all the time because of things that she found out listening to the show. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, my brother fingered you?
No, she knew that already.
I sent him in there. I figured it happened.
She sent him in. Go in there. Kyle's lonely.
Straighten that boy out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you only take shots at people you don't give a shit about. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, man, it's going to take him a while to decode that. Right. We're going to need some fucking Indian code talkers. It's the Indian thing again, right?
I mean, he's getting his doctorate or something like that. He ain't going to listen to this shit.
He's getting a manic episode. That's what he's getting. Been there, but goddamn, it is transparent.
It's exhausting.
Yes.
And I know, look, and it's not just him. It's a lot of people on social media. You see it happening. And it is, I mean, at least in my, we all think it's mental illness, right? With various people. But you see, my point is, you see mental illness on social media and you see people going through these manic episodes. And it's like, I know what this is, but I'm still so frustrated by it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just like
social media. This is the media they're creating, and this is the media I choose to watch.
Exactly right. It's a vicious cycle.
It's a beautiful cycle.
When I was fucking 25, I used to actually watch television and movies and shit. And now I'll just fucking spend hours scrolling, looking at people I hate reading their shit. That's not healthy.
You got to find a balance.
No, I know. I don't do it every day, but I find times where you wake up and look at your phone and then fucking 45 minutes goes by. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
The satisfaction of killing or oppressing your enemy. We're robbed of that now. So I think that's why you're just hating people on social media.
You think so?
Like you have
I took a
to
hard
watch it.
turn really quickly there.
Well, I'm
but I
just
get what
saying,
you're
like,
saying.
you used to be able to, like,
I get it, yeah.
like murder people that
Right.
insulted you or something like that.
Yeah.
Or,
When?
You used to be able to
Probably
tell.
like
300 years ago?
Like,
Tell, like-
the 60s probably.
Well,
I'd
and
say.
this, okay, like until very recently or whatever, and in some cases, definitely still, white people just got to hold black people down,
What?
and that kind of took
Hold
out
on, wait a
some
minute.
of the,
When?
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Is that what they're so upset about?
They're not in Evanston.
You should probably hit
Isn't it Evanston?
Indiana?
Evansville,
Evansville?
Evansville,
Edwardsville?
Indiana.
Why? In what?
Jeff's
what
having
are
a
you
stroke.
referring
You talking
to?
No,
about
one
the
of these-
creation of the Klan?
No, one of these towns. The city council
Sundown laws or what?
voted to No, give reparations.
Oh, I thought.
I didn't hear about that.
What?
Yeah, this week. I
What?
believe.
Are
Where'd
you
you hear
on
this?
Twitter? Where are you hearing
He's
this?
on Black Twitter.
Yeah,
Jep-
yeah. We
Jep-
getting it, boy. Getting that black stimmy up in here.
I didn't hear about this. Really, I'm honestly shocked that I'm not hearing every redneck relative I know complain about this right now.
Just wait. Just
Oh,
wait.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
coming.
Oh,
They
my
don't have
God.
Twitter.
I think it's bullshit.
We would have picked our own cotton.
Didn't you say you were in a bar in Illinois and you saw a bumper sticker on the wall that said that?
Yeah, it said if we would have known this would have happened, we would have picked our own cotton.
Imagine that.
I saw that when I was
Yeah,
15.
Evanston. There you go.
I saw it when I was 15, and then
having
I'm
a
like,
stroke on the name.
does this mean what I think it means? I'm
Oh, it
like,
definitely
is this
means-
blatant?
And like, what did you look around and you realized it was suddenly all Nazis?
Everything else is pretty normal. Just random fucking redneck bar with stupid random shit on the walls. It was in fucking Chandlerville.
Is it still on the wall? Have you been back there?
I've been
Every
ba-
day.
I went back there when I was maybe 27, like probably like 7 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, Jeff was right. Unbelievably. There you go.
What are they getting?
Officials in the Chicago suburb of Eva. So it's a Chicago suburb.
Oh shit! It's in Illinois.
Yeah, but it's a
Wow.
suburb, so they're like, the two black guys, we can pay them.
Right.
They getting like PS5s or what?
That'd be fucking awesome.
You each get two pairs of Jordan 1s and a PS5. No games. You gotta figure out the games yourself.
Damn, off, dude. That's
That's
when
the
I'd
deal.
be fudging the numbers there.
Exactly.
Oh well, my great grandfather played for the Harlem Globetrotters. We had to do something radically different to address the racial divide that we had in our city, which includes historic oppression. I don't know. Somebody told CNN. So there you go. The first initiative is a $10 million plan. Okay, so here's the deal. It looks like that they're not going to
Stretched
be
out over 50 million people.
Right. They're not going to be cutting them checks. It's going to be tax money. It says the first initiative is a restorative housing reparations program. Okay, so I guess
So they're dumping it into social programs.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
Right.
it feels like
Okay.
reparations
Okay.
in name
I was gonna say this
only.
feels like Armageddon when they're like,
Yes.
we don't want to pay taxes anymore.
right.
Where if we come back, we fix this.
I was going to be a 3% tax on recreational marijuana sales. Really? You're going to do?
Are you
I think it's-
upset they're taxing the weed to help the black man?
Yes.
Is that what you're upset
They
about,
should
Kyle?
be taxing the tennis courts. Tax some white shit. That's my point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure making money off weed, legal weed, is pretty white.
Yeah, it definitely is. Do not follow the Illinois
like-
model
Yeah, that is as
of like
white as it
of
gets.
like just lip service.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure we have some minority owners and stuff like that. And then it's like, oh, I looked all over.
Well, that's deity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should I
so-
have turned the lights on?
There you go. So, yeah, it's not. I thought it was going to be like they cut them a check or something like that.
Well, yeah, you would think that because it's called reparations. Did they actually call it reparations?
Yeah.
Or is it like the Reparations Act?
It's like, I mean, again, it's like a 3% tax and then like 10 million, funneled into restorative homes, and then eligible residents, a $25,000 check is going to go to them if they're applying for a house or something. So, I mean, it's all great stuff, but again, yeah, it's not like they literally cut them a check.
Yeah.
Right.
But, still
lame.
probably a move in the right direction.
Come on by.
So I'm for it. So, Jeff, we're doing the origin story tonight.
Okay.
We recently got
when I
into
became a villain.
where you grew your. Well, on a recent episode, we learned you are truly white trash.
Yeah.
It's not just a name.
Right. Right.
So,
All
take.
our personas or nicknames are 100% legit on this show.
No, thank you. I am not an
It's- it is-
unregistered
it is-
sex now. Now they're going to say, oh, that means yeah.
Unregistered sex
Yeah,
offender
he's
Kyle
registered.
Fields. Everything is on the nose.
Jesus
we
Christ.
don't do irony.
Yeah. These aren't characters.
I hate you
This
so
ain't
much.
wrestling.
That's right.
This is real wrestling. All right. So where are you from, Jeffy?
Where am I from? My hometown is Franklin, Illinois.
Where the fuck is Franklin, Illinois? Benjamin Franklin, Illinois?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It's what about 15 minutes south east of Jacksonville.
Okay, you're Jacksonville trash.
Yeah, pretty close to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that you're trash when you're like.
Well, I lived
You're a
far enough
subset.
away to be able to see the Jacksonville trash,
I don't know.
but like close enough to like kind of get the stink on me.
Yeah.
kind of sounds like you weren't even good enough to be in Jacksonville.
Well, that's just
what
it.
I
I
was
had,
saying.
Yeah, that's
I
why.
had
Jackson-
lived in Jacksonville.
Was Jackson when you grew up?
was the
Was
big
Jacksonville the big city? Was
Yeah.
it the city?
Jacksonville was town. If you
Yeah,
said I'm going
okay.
to town, it was Jacksonville.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Really small town, 650 people. I lived in Jacksonville up until I was 5.
Okay.
Um,
Does this coincide with your father leaving?
no, not exactly.
It'd be great if he was like,
So
"You never
yes,
left. What are you talking about?"
Right? Yeah, I just call
Me
bullshit.
and
on
Pops. He's just been lying this whole
it.
time.
Right. Okay, I was born in June of 1982.
Shit, you fucking old.
Yeah,
I didn't realize. Yeah, I always forget how old Jeff is.
I know.
Which is crazy because he really looks it.
I look it. Yeah, I absolutely do. I was born 3 months premature.
Oh fuck!
Were
What?
You were you a twin that we didn't know about?
I was.
You what?
Yeah,
Did you eat the other one?
apparently.
Shit.
Seriously though, like it
Yeah.
didn't come out. Like it was one of those deals where you give.
I didn't absorb his power.
You didn't.
No.
Fuck. So
I mean,
so,
I might have.
So it came out then. Like
Pretty
it
strong
was,
dick game.
Wow.
I
Great.
mean, I'm a huge dick.
Oh, okay, good.
There's a great joke from
Fuck
The
like
Office.
a wimp.
Great joke from The Office where Dwight absorbed his twin. He's like, now I have the power of a full-grown man and a tiny fetus.
It's kind of like that.
Sure.
See, my mom got pregnant in high school with my older sister. She's 9 months and 5 days older than me.
Jesus fucking Christ. God damn.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Catholic. So, like,
Yeah,
yes.
that is
so
banana.
so
What's the
accepting
term
of
for
seed.
that?
What?
The term for where you
Irish
dump
twins.
it. Okay, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. Mom's maiden name's Flynn, by the way. So yeah, Irish twins, kind of what they do.
Jesus
I
Christ.
imagine she was like the red-haired woman in Back to the Future 3, Maggie McFly. You know, oh, make that talking like this right here.
It would be funny.
Sorry, let's
No.
get to my cowboy hat.
So,
And then your
Let's
dad
see.
bounced. I mean, now
well, they got married when she was pregnant with my older sister, and obviously that didn't fucking work.
Right.
He left when I was 2.
nice.
How long were they married for? 2 years?
Just under 3 years, I think.
Okay.
And
Is this trailer life? Is this
Yeah.
single bedroom?
yeah, we
Okay.
we lived in a trailer at that
Standard?
time. Yeah, single wide,
Okay.
and
Standard. Listen to this asshole.
yeah, no shit.
You tell you they were lived in
Right.
one standard trailer. Get the fuck out of here.
I lived
Right.
in a trailer when I was 25. My girlfriend's trailer.
That's different. I mean, it's
Yeah.
sadder,
You're
but
just-
it's different.
you're just
Unemployed.
visiting. It's like,
Unemployed.
I ain't got trailer money. I need some roommates.
Yeah, really.
But
It was my mom always talked about how the trailer walls were so thin she could hear the ghosts outside. She wasn't joking about it.
right,
Like
right.
she-
Did she say spooks?
well, yeah,
Yeah,
but, but it was.
Because I think you just thought she meant ghosts.
Nice little filter. That's just how they are, you know.
So we had ghosts under the porch. I didn't know. I didn't know.
And they're just there all day, hanging out. They might throw a stick at you.
How far can we go? How far can we
Just
go?
fucking lean into it.
Just
Yeah.
that far.
Right. Yeah. All right. So my sperm donor dad left. Mm-hmm. And
So you're 3.
I'm 2.
Okay, you're 2.
He was already
It's like-
smoking.
That goddamn
I
Hank
know.
Jr. song.
Right. Let's see. Yeah.
My sperm daddy left.
My name is Jeff Tolbert.
Right. So he left. My mom, I guess, dated some guys. I have no memory of any of this.
You don't have any memory of Uncle Jerry's and Uncle Tommy's and fucking
Yeah.
No.
Uncle Deontay?
Uncle Kyle somehow. I was in there. How's that even work?
Only my stepdad.
Uncle Deontay.
Okay.
They met.
Imagine she
She
dated,
had a phase.
she
Right.
dated exclusively stadium football players.
Well, ironically or whatever, she talks about this one doctor. She actually dated a doctor or whatever. She's like,
Was
"Man,
your mother a prostitute?
She should have been."
Because I feel like there
Right.
wasn't a. He may have been a dentist, but
Dated a lot.
probably not even then.
Yeah, I met a lot of guys coming out of the liquor store, the drive-through liquor store.
She
Your mama could suck the chrome off a hitch. I'll tell you that
Right.
much.
So
Gotta give me a pack of cools.
a lot of different guys, and then what happened? Then
I have no idea. I don't know if there was a lot or just one or
right.
what.
See, that's how the jokes become reality in my mind. We made all those jokes, and now in my head, I'm like, oh, so she dated a pimp. She dated.
Right, exactly.
She had a lot of black eyes when I was around 7.
Right.
I remember that.
Well, she got a little quieter after that.
Yeah. Okay. So she was dating your stepfather. What age was this?
I was 5.
Okay. Okay. So that
Well,
wasn't
actually,
a long...
I was a little bit younger than that.
Okay. So it was only like 2 or 3 years before he came in the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your first memories are with him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Not to jump ahead, but was he the one who gave you cigarettes?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Lord have
Yeah,
mercy.
he's been my dad my whole life.
He's not without
basically.
flaws. Okay.
Right.
Oh, you mean perfect? You mean father of the year?
Right. So we were going to a
Look, it's in the middle of a deposition, isn't it?
I know.
I can't recall.
Right.
I can't
right.
recall.
Well, that's what sucks is I have
They
such
were
a shitty memory.
Winstons.
But my sister and I, our ages we were going to be in the same class.
Yeah.
She went
It's like your
to
goddamn T.I.'s kids, except he had 2 fucking different mothers.
right, exactly.
He had 2 different fathers. So
So the school we were going to or whatever, it would have been preschool, and then you'd go to kindergarten there.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
so my sister had a year of preschool before I went, because like physically I was
show off.
behind.
What I mean, what do they even teach you in preschool though? Like, I mean, what a fucking
Just stand in line and to
Yeah,
listen.
is that what it is,
For
really?
the
I
most
mean,
part,
yeah.
yeah. It's just understanding the social setting.
like,
Yeah, it's that, and then just getting the germs from kids so your immunity's fucking build up, and
Yeah.
just general socializing.
Yeah.
You know, just being around fucking.
Did you go to preschool? I didn't go to preschool. You went to Did you go to preschool too?
Yeah.
Pretty-
Fuck both y'all.
Pretty standard. Like it's. I mean, it was optional, but
Yeah.
only like even the retarded kids went to fucking preschool.
No, I chose to stay at home with my mom and watch all my children.
You
Did you
chose
do kindergarten?
Your mom? You mean your mom didn't want to shell out the $40 to send you to preschool?
Exactly.
Was that more than likely what happened?
Exactly. The Nintendo raised me. So anyway,
There you go.
So anyway, she had been at the school before, because she took an extra year of pre-K, and
Wait, she got held back in pre-K?
no, you could start at 3 and do 2 years.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's some Fahrenheit 451 shit. Sending kids to fucking school at
Well,
3.
the thing is, if you keep them
Well,
at
it's
home
also
and
like
parents,
daycare.
don't read books, or it is also like daycare.
Because mine was in a fucking church. Mine was in
Yeah.
like the basement church was where
Yeah.
I went to pre-K.
Josh went to school in a cult.
Exactly.
Mine was in a tent in the desert.
So I was there for my first day of kindergarten, and we're playing "Follow the Leader."
It was a great album.
Right. And basically, a girl jumped off of a jungle gym, and while I was tying my shoe, landed on me, and I broke my leg.
Oh, your first day?
Yes.
Wow.
Jesus.
Snapped my femur.
Oh, the femur is the biggest bone in the body. Well,
Right.
second for me. Full back me. Too sweet me, bro. All right.
Are you done?
USO,
Yeah,
Kyle
okay.
Fields.
Yeah. No shit. So I was in a fucking body cast.
What? Why
Yeah.
were you in
Why?
a body
because
cast?
because I tried to walk it off. So
He's,
my
he's trying to see how long he's it takes us to figure out he's telling us an old episode of Mr. Bean. That's what
right.
it was.
so
Yeah, we find out at the end of this he's fucking Kaiser Soze.
Yeah. But I wasn't retarded the whole time.
And then Grandpa
my pelvis
Munster
shifted.
was my teacher.
Your pelvis shifted?
yeah, because when my femur was broke, so there's literally no link on the other side.
Oh,
and when you put weight on one leg,
Yeah.
it just shifts everything down. So I spent
Like a dollar store skeleton.
I spent like 6 weeks in the hospital.
Did one
And
ball
they had to
fill up
pull-
real big and the other one was real small?
He became like Two-Face.
They had to pull my leg back out while setting it and everything.
Oh man, I bet that felt good.
Fuck, I don't remember.
You don't
I remember.
What do you remember? What are your first memories?
I remember the feeling breaking
I
my
remember
leg.
coming in here.
So, okay, you remember that, but you don't remember everything
I
else
remember-
surrounding it. It's just what you've been told.
My mom drove a Pontiac T1000.
Did it have a fucking Firebird painted on the front on the hood?
It's well, it's similar. It's a very sporty hatchback.
We had a Pontiac too.
and
Yeah.
so my mom
Cool.
picks me up. Yeah. My mom picks me up and she doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
I broke my leg. The obvious thing to do.
Sure.
You got to remember, she's like fucking 20 at the time.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was another question.
Yeah.
How
Well,
old
she-
were your parents when they fucking boinked?
When they boinked, I
Yeah.
don't know,
They
fucking
met at the-
11. I don't have a fucking clue.
I mean, how much older is your mom than you? How old were you, or was she when she had you?
My mom was 19
Okay.
when she had just turned 19 when she had me.
She was an old maid in Jacksonville.
Right, exactly. Right.
Better hurry up and get wed.
Interestingly enough, I'm the only non-bastard in my entire family.
Just because they hurried up and had a fucking shotgun wedding for your sister?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I was the only one conceived in marriage.
Wow.
Fucking love it.
You
Lord,
just hold this over everyone.
yeah,
though.
every family event, it's like it's Jeff and the Bastards.
This is where
Wow, it's like an 80s cover band.
this is the thing that gives Jeff his arrogance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, because he grew up in a standard trailer, according
Right.
to Josh. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Right.
Yeah, no camper for me. We had running water and everything.
So after the my stay in the hospital or whatever, I'm in a body cast for 6 months.
Oh, my God.
So
And when you say body cast,
it
Was
was
it every
What
the whole-
exactly-
His hands were
basically
set?
it was the nipples down.
What?
Yeah, it was the nipples down
This is
and
real.
not an entire.
did you
not
have
the
a
entire leg.
did you have a catheter or was it fucking?
I had
your
a hatch
crotch
in the front.
open.
Yeah, my crotch
Okay.
and my butt opened. Yeah.
like
It was like
it's
long
a fucking
underwear.
90.
Yeah, yeah.
So was your mom, like, wiping your ass and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Which it wasn't that long before
No,
she was
you're
still
right.
wiping my
But
ass.
it wasn't like you were, like, 13 or
Right,
something.
right,
That would
right.
Be, yeah. That would be, well, it'd be traumatizing.
Yeah.
So how long did you have it?
Hell, I had it for 6 months. And when, so while I
God
was in
damn,
the
that
body
is a
cast or whatever,
long fucking
basically,
time.
I'm
Girl,
laid on the floor in front of the TV in
Mm-hmm.
the living room. That's when this happened or whatever, that's when we moved to Franklin from Jacksonville.
Okay. Move out into the country.
Basically, while I was in the hospital, they moved.
because all the kids were like, you weren't fitting in because of this.
No, it was just
They're like, we got to get out of the fucking city. They're throwing rocks at him.
My stepdad was from Franklin,
Okay.
so we moved right down the street from his parents.
As if life wasn't jarring enough, now he's got to get used to a new trailer.
Well,
damn.
it was like an
Here, pull that mic a little bit closer towards you.
it was like an 800 square foot.
Basically, just so I can see him.
It was like an 800 square foot house, small house.
Okay.
My
Was this
parents
one?
bought it for
Was
$6,000.
was this a prefab? To where it's like the trailer that morphed into a house?
No.
Okay, this is a regular.
Yeah,
I
It's
like
a
to think
regular
there
house.
was a van built into it.
Well, there's
Half an old
we could
school
pull
bus.
it around. It wasn't real fast.
well, it's
Yeah.
super fucking common
right.
to just have those cheap ass houses that
Yeah.
are just trailers that are permanently parked, and then they put the
Skirting.
essentially the skirting on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No, it was a regular house.
Okay.
The cost of living in Franklin was obviously fucking nothing. Houses were real cheap. Small school, blah blah blah. So basically, I missed out on that year of
how
kindergarten.
big is Franklin?
600 people, I think.
Okay,
now.
but they have their own school.
Yeah.
Okay.
School district was huge. It had a bunch of little towns.
Okay,
Yeah,
it has a conglomerate, just
Yeah.
all the surrounding
Yeah.
towns. Okay,
Kind of like Porta.
yeah.
But so my sister continued on, in school, but so I just hit reset at Franklin, and we had it was interesting because the town's so small that we had 45 kids in my class, in my graduating class.
Yeah.
And that was also area like special ed and stuff like that counted in there, So there were probably like 40 kids. And we were a huge class.
Yeah.
It wasn't, we didn't have any single digit classes or anything like that. But like my little sister, she had 2 boys in her
That's
in
it?
her class. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God, those lucky bastards.
One was really small and one was fat.
They tag teamed every
They
broad in
did.
that class.
They called him Abbott and Costello. They fucked them all.
They're like, who's on my cock?
Fat man and little boy.
Where's gobbling my balls? So you missed out on going through school with your sister then.
Well, we would have been in the same class.
That's what I'm saying. So she could have helped each other study all the awkward sexual tension. Fuck.
Right. Oh,
missed out on
absolutely. Yeah. Like every
So she
every
is now-
video on the internet.
So she is now a year ahead of you
yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got the cooler class, so it kind of worked out.
So you graduated in 04?
01.
Oh, 01. Okay.
Yeah.
I love how Jeff's so old.
So
like,
that's
he
why-
got held back and is still way older than us.
Well, and
That
that's
still
and that,
was almost in a different millennium.
I know. I graduated in '89.
and that's just it. Is I would have graduated in 2000. I was, there were kids in the class ahead of me that I was older than, but there were also kids in my class that
You-
were older than me.
You almost graduated the summer The Matrix came out.
I believe it was
Wow.
99.
It was
wasn't
99.
Yeah.
But that was almost.
Yeah.
It was
Close. Dude, at this point, it's all the fucking same. It's all like. Yeah, it was the Smashing Pumpkins was his fucking prom song.
You almost graduated when Ferris Bueller's Day Off came out.
The stock market crashed the night that he graduated. I've talked about this before. When I graduated college, I mean, it was a big fucking deal to me, man, like legit, because I should have graduated in '08, but obviously I was me. I fucked up. I took 3 years off, came back, still the first person in my family to graduate.
It's impressive to go back after 3 years.
Well, thank you.
I think,
And-
I think that's really impressive.
And you know what, man? I appreciate it. And it was like a big deal to me, that I graduated. Guess what fucking happened right before I walked?
Rape charge.
That's got to be it.
Guess what else happened?
Bunch of dead kids.
Fucking Sandy Hook. The same day.
Oh, yeah.
The same fucking day.
Who's Sandy Hook?
The massacre. The false flag.
The false flag. Holy shit.
When all those acts.
Oh, mark that.
Yeah, they weren't fucking sad enough. you're not, you're
No,
not
but-
sad enough that your kid died. You know that thing you're not even prepared emotionally for?
Yeah.
We're going to judge you on how you fucking respond.
What a horrible.
You're not fucking, Me, I'd really cry if my kid was dead.
Oh
Thank
my
God they're
God.
not. Please don't change gun laws.
Look at this actor. No, legit though. I mean, and again, obviously it was the worst tragedy ever, but selfishly, and look, we would all feel
They
this
couldn't
way.
have picked the next day. You
I've been,
greedy
dude,
kids.
so like 50 fucking kids get shot, and they're young, they're cute kids too, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's-
That's coming from Kyle.
No,
like,
it's-
he's
yeah,
particular.
exactly right.
He has a type.
It was those East Coast kids. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm talking. They're technically younger because of
Oh my God.
the time zone.
They're hot kids.
Anyway, it was the worst tragedy ever. But like, it's like that. It's like, because there was a cloud over the whole graduate. You know what I'm saying? It was. And look, I know it's.
That was
fucked
like
up.
that was like a 9/11 tragedy where the whole nation felt that for
Yeah.
like
I
there was a
think
tone.
it was so much worse. Because,
No,
Please,
but it was
Please explain that. It was so much
because it was
worse.
fucking kids. It was
Yeah. It
just.
was, no, it was the worst.
It was
the
just
worst. It was the worst.
adorable fucking little
I know,
kids.
I know,
no,
but
it was
there's
the worst.
few
It was-
things like that happen to where it really you can feel it in the air. There is
Yeah.
a
Yes.
somber
Yes.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
just
Yes.
fucking
Legit.
net over everything.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
the 9/11, that fucking. That's all I
Legit.
got.
Seriously. I mean, it was one of the worst. I mean, in terms of tragedies in our lifetime that's happened here domestically, I mean, it's probably, I would say it is two, right? I would say 9/11 and then Sandy Hook would probably be the second one. And again, I felt awful about
I
it.
think
but,
it was Trump getting elected, but
well,
whatever.
absolutely, yeah. Saying exactly right. Then the Baconator going away, and then
Hey, you know what? If you say anything about the Monster Burger being fucking changed, I'm on board.
how'd they change it?
Huh?
How'd they change it?
They changed ingredients.
What'd they do?
I don't know. They made it fucking taste
There's
weird.
less monsters now.
Basically,
at Hardee's or Rallies or where's
At
this?
Hardee's, yeah.
Hardee's.
When it first came, the first 2 years or whatever,
Sure.
it was the best sandwich on the market.
Okay, how'd they change it?
Dude, do you
different meat.
remember the Philly
Different meat.
cheesesteak burger at Hardee's?
Yeah.
Woo! That was a good fucking burger.
I don't remember
God
that.
damn it.
I loved the $6
shit was
burger, which was
good.
around forever. The $6 burger, what set that apart was the sweet dill pickle on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love that they called it that, but it was like a $4 burger.
Well, no,
and now
yeah,
it's,
the funny thing is, it went from like $3.95 or whatever, and now it's like $8 or whatever. It's
Yeah.
called the $6
Yeah.
burger.
Oh,
yeah.
Hardee's is fucking insane.
Yeah, now
They're
it's
just like, hey, you
ironic
notice
the
how we
other
have
way.
less customers? Well, let's just charge everybody
Yeah,
to make the same
you
amount of
remember
money.
when they had
I love
fried
Hardee's.
chicken?
Yeah.
You
I
could
love
just go in there
Hardee's.
and just be like, I want 2 drumsticks for like $1.
and I heard it was great too.
It was good.
It was genuinely good
Yeah.
fried chicken.
I heard it was really
It wasn't
good.
the best, but
Right.
it was.
Apparently,
It was
solid.
like
It was solid.
yeah, it was always a C plus.
they didn't get rid of it because people didn't like it. I've heard it was just like just
It's
doing
not cost effective.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. That's why
Yeah.
they got rid of it. Like the Wendy's Super Bar. Holy fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Whip your cock out, boys. Stir that shit around. You've had remember that, don't
The
you?
best
Josh
thing
is
ever
too
has
It's
young.
the Wendy's Super Bar.
Dude, okay, so you could make a salad there,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It's a salad bar, but also it had like fucking spaghetti and like cheese and chili or whatever. And
Yeah,
wha-
they had
what-
the chili and the baked potato
and
stuff
whatever
and-
you got, you could put it all on your baked potato or you could
Mm-hmm.
put it on your burger, and it was fucking killer. It was awesome. And it was, but it
Interesting.
was I guess it was a loss leader for a minute, but
Oh,
whatever, whatever.
Well, that's
Fuck
why
'em.
fucking Taco Bell gets rid of their gimmicky bullshit because it's like, okay, if it's not one of these 6 ingredients that we have in mass,
That makes
then it
sense.
doesn't
Right.
make fiscal sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's so funny that menu really is just about four different ingredients mixed up 75 different ways.
And what sucks is like one of those
Brilliant.
ingredients is like Cheeto dust.
yeah. Yeah. And the other's water. It's crazy. Anyway, but no, so my point, Sandy Hook, it sucked, but that day, nobody said it. Nobody said it, but in my head, I'm like, God damn it, did it fucking happen? You know it's like Jeff, right?
Greedy fucking pretend children.
I know. Well,
I guess you get initially annoyed at least,
yeah, like, it'd
or
be
like
like
that tragedy.
if your birthday were on 9/11, wouldn't that be like, God damn it, fuck, it's on
My
9/11.
birthday was probably 9/11. For
Dude,
my mom.
everyone would be celebrating your birthday.
Everyone. What is a 9/11 birthday party like though? Legit, like
It's the bomb.
yeah, it's both
We
towers.
bringing this
with-
motherfucker down.
The candles are both towers.
Right.
Yeah, you got
Apparently, I'm 11 again.
Yeah, you got to light one about 20 minutes early so it burns down. Yeah, you can time them when they actually hit the buildings.
There's one smaller cake to the side.
Oh god.
That's that is yeah. But no, I'm done anyway. That would suck.
So Sandy Hook. All right,
Sandy
where are we
Hook.
at, Jeff? You
Oh, I'm
are
talking about. All right. So I live in Franklin.
you're 5.
Yeah.
Throwing that dick around in Franklin.
Oh, shit.
I was absolutely girl crazy, I guess. Like from like kindergarten on.
His
Yeah,
girlfriend was
chicks rule.
35.
Well, like I was the kid that would bring the fucking rings to school or whatever.
The rings?
from the fucking
You mean
little
the-
quarter machines or
Yeah,
whatever.
okay.
I'd always get fucking rings, and
You
I
had-
would
you had-
always give them out. To
No
girls.
shit.
Oh yeah.
All right, I respect
Yeah.
it.
Did
so
you?
I just chased ass.
Oh, like and
Yeah.
From
Did
the
you
jump.
did you have that from the? I mean, like, did it ever go away? Did you go to high school and get nervous, or were you always just a fucking pussy machine?
I wouldn't say like at my school or whatever I was that big of a pussy machine. Like once we all went through puberty or whatever,
Right.
I was kind of too much of an asshole.
Which you look like you went to puberty when you were like 8.
You did.
Oddly enough, total late bloomer.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you were born with a 5 o'clock shadow.
No, not at all. It's a waiting game.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't, yeah, I was never particular. I was not the hairy kid ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess it makes sense that you're not bald already.
Yeah.
'Cause usually the first
Oh
bloomer.
my god,
Like,
dude!
we
I
had
felt
fucking Logan Dudley had a fucking beard in 5th fucking grade. He's bald as an egg now.
I went,
Bald as an egg by like junior in high school.
I played basketball against a guy from Meredosia, and he'll come into the story later on.
You tag team somebody with him.
No.
The midget.
Well, just between the summer between my 8th grade and freshman year.
Yeah, just between us and the internet.
Right. I wanted to live with my sperm donor dad. He had lived in Meredosia at the time.
Why?
Just something
sounded
different. Just
cooler?
yeah. It just
Had you been in touch with him at all?
yeah. I
You
did
had?
the
Okay.
weekends and stuff like
Okay,
that.
so you had a
okay.
relationship
like
with him.
well, when I was 7, we started up the weekends. thing.
Okay, so
Did
he-
you have an understanding that he abandoned you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty easy to tell he didn't have dad in him.
But he
Just-
wasn't. You didn't view him as like the cool dad who's distant, or did you?
So,
No,
kid,
I mean he always kind of felt like a fun uncle.
you want
Okay.
some pizza and whiskey?
Well, I mean, like he wasn't.
Suck it off my dick.
If you want this line, it's got to be on my dick.
He was, it's not like he didn't love you or whatever, but he just
Right.
loved himself more.
Okay.
You know,
I know
he
that
didn't
game.
have any. He had no real dad in him.
In my head, I'm picturing the hotshot stockbroker father that lives in the city, and you're going to his penthouse apartment in fucking Meredosia.
Yeah,
Some
it's not
perfect 10
that
walks
at
out
all.
of the room and he slaps her ass on the way out. Oh, hey, kid, is it Saturday already?
Hey, give my kid a suck off on the way out.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case at all. But he was always he was real lax about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a big car guy, so he had quite a few vehicles nothing super awesome or anything like
Okay.
that. But like old Impalas, old
A lot of
trucks.
cars in the front yard.
Well,
Okay,
no,
Grass growing through them.
no, he fixed them up. But so like when I was 14 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
13, 14, I could just drive,
Oh god.
and I thought that was awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
So
he would
it's all
just.
starting to make sense.
There were no
man.
cops. There were
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have police there.
This
So
is
you
like
only ever had to worry about county coming through, and it's the absolute the absolute edge of Morgan County.
Yeah. Did you ever see Camp Nowhere, the mid '90s movie with Christopher Lloyd, where a bunch of kids basically con their parents into giving them money and they invent their own camp?
that's a great idea for a children's flick, though.
But it just reminded me one kid in there was like, "I'm gonna go to Tijuana. You can drive at 14 in Tijuana."
But I mean, like they had, it's on the river or whatever, so there's always tons of stuff to do.
Okay. Yeah. There was action.
Of course, he
Yeah.
lived on the river. Did he live in a houseboat?
Yeah,
Was
that
this
was my
all-
next
he-
question.
But I mean, he had a boat.
He had a boat, and that's where we lived.
It's where we
But
lived.
It's not a
Right.
houseboat.
Right. So
It was like a
you know,
boat with a
yeah,
tent on it.
We did the tubing and the skiing and stuff like that, so it was always fun.
Tubing's so
It was,
badass. Yeah.
it was pretty sweet.
Love it.
especially on
do
a
it.
fucking river. Because like a lake, it's like you got to turn pretty soon when it comes down to it.
You did it on a river.
Fuck yeah, the Illinois River, man. So like
Like
You could-
floating down it or like being pulled behind a boat?
being pulled behind a boat.
Okay, so like standard tubing. I couldn't even picture
Yeah.
doing that on a river though, you know?
Oh, fucking way awesome, way better.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. The lake boaters are something river boaters make fun of, because it's like, hey, you see that guy taking forever to get his boat down the ramp? Yeah, he probably normally goes to a lake.
Yeah, he's probably a Laker.
I bet,
So
like,
this is where, Jeff is better than people.
yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
know, my parents were married when I was born.
That's, yeah. But that's kind of like a noodler judging somebody who's fishing with a pole. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
And
Like,
they're not wrong.
look at these rednecks.
Yeah.
And then you're
Well,
fucking-
it's this is incredibly inefficient, you know.
right. Why am I going to fuck with this bait when I can just grab the fish?
Right. Well, I mean, it's like going to the bowling alley and seeing someone use bumpers.
Have you ever
Like
been,
you fucking
Right.
suck.
Have you ever been noodling?
No.
Have you, Josh?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. Never got anything. Only went a couple times.
Actually,
Dude,
you know
did
what?
I ever show you guys the video of my
I
buddies
watched
doing it?
I watched you doing it on YouTube because I went to your channel and I scrolled back and one was like, it was like 7 years ago and it has like thousands of views.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? How
Have
many?
I seen the video that
no,
I put up
no.
on
What
Facebook?
have you seen how many views it has now?
Yeah, a couple thousand.
Yeah, well, it shocked me, and like nothing particularly interesting
No,
happens.
that's not even mine. That was fucking my buddy sent me that.
Oh,
and I'm like, this
okay.
is fucking hilarious. No, it's actually like fucking wild. We'll watch it after. It's only like 3 minutes, but it's fucking entertaining as shit.
Right, can't wait to watch Josh not catch fish.
Right.
That's gonna be great.
No, they got a fish.
Oh yeah.
Once again, I'm not even in the fucking video.
Oh good. Okay. Well, that makes it even better. I want to see
Like,
that.
it's my
That
two
expl-
buddies and his
That
wife.
explains its popularity.
Exactly why there's so many views on it. Why his mom watched it so many times.
Right. Why couldn't you be my son?
But no, it's got my so my buddy who is a veterinarian. So he got one in it, but then the next summer he snapped his fucking because they bite over your forearm,
Yeah.
and then they try to roll you.
Yeah.
And then they have like 40 grit sandpaper teeth
Yep.
to like clinch onto you. And like the next summer they did that, fucking rolled him and snapped his fucking arm.
Oh.
Yeah. Wild. So it's actually like dangerous.
Absolutely. It absolutely is. That's why I was like, no, that doesn't seem like something I'm willing to do.
Well, and that's even if you encounter a fucking catfish. I mean, who's to say
Because-
a fucking snake won't be down there? That's what freaks
Well,
me
it's
out.
more common that it's going to be a snapping turtle because
Yeah.
it's
Snakes
because
don't
what you
really
do
submerge
is
in the water.
you plant boxes that are
say
just
that.
a couple feet long, just like this, and have like a coffee can size hole in them.
Right.
Because catfish are going to want to find those little underwater like crevices like that and chill out,
Mm-hmm.
as well as snapping turtles. So
Yep.
what you do is you go down, put your leg in the hole, and then that stirs up like whatever's in it.
Oh, shit.
And then you get your breath and then go under it and then fucking go in. What you want to do is when they're coming out, your hand is in there, so it goes onto your fucking hand.
Right.
And then
Jesus
you got it. But
Christ.
you got to fucking overpower it, because if it gets, it'll fucking roll on you.
It's interesting to me. Like, there's a whole group of people that like hadn't figured out nets. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that
Right.
would absolutely not be
Yeah.
the best way to catch a catfish.
I just think this is the only exciting way to fish.
That seems
I
like-
hate
yeah.
fishing, but
I
this
like
is fun.
fishing, but that seems like if I invented fishing, like if
It's
man.
the difference between a scratch off and like a fucking regular lottery ticket. I think it's
Yeah,
just the
it-
payoff is sooner. But I mean,
Yeah,
like the
there's-
level of excitement is the same thing.
No, it is, but and I'm not going to say that there's not skill involved. Obviously, there is, but like
I don't
Technique.
think I've ever played the
Let's- let's
regular.
not-
Now that I think
let's-
about it, I don't think I've ever played the regular lottery. So yeah, that is a very good analogy.
Yeah.
Scratchers are where it's at. I need the action, baby.
Right, right.
I'm not watching the fucking news later.
Yeah, let's not confuse skill with technique.
well, you don't think.
There's a lot of overlap between skill and technique.
Yeah, I think that there's.
Not
I
Some
think
people
entirely
would
there's.
say those are synonyms.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Technique is part of skill.
Well, there's over. I mean, there's like
Having skill
Venn
is the
diagram.
evolution of technique.
Right.
Like, those are the fucking.
I think you're painting with a little broad brush here.
How am I still not high enough for this conversation? This is getting too heady for me. You don't think there's skill and technique in noodling though? You don't think that fucking overpowering the fish and all that?
I think there's technique.
It's technique. It's
I think skill is probably like maybe your hand stinks or something like.
I don't know.
Maybe you just naturally admit. Fucking
no, there's definitely
gross.
both. There's also the strategy of like where you plant the box. There's a skill
Yeah.
to that, and I don't.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've only
That's
done it fucking
experience.
twice and heard my buddies talk about it that are into it. So I don't know all the fucking subtle nuances and all the
And
bullshit.
Like the best part is to literally catch. I don't know, the second worst fish. Like
But
'cause
it's
man.
the action.
they're intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you could get that from like sticking a knife in the side of a cow and fucking it.
I
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Let's
You
let's
equate
take this back. Let's-
Catching a catfish to fucking the whole of a cow
Yeah.
that you just.
Made
Made.
with a knife.
Why did your brain go to that so quickly?
I don't know.
That's not the first time.
I'm just
Kyle's
thinking of
presence.
like
Yeah.
stuff that's like potentially dangerous but fun.
Right.
know?
You sure? How is that dangerous? I mean, I don't really think it's.
I don't know. Stab a cow. See what the
Stabbing a
fuck
cow
happens.
and then
and then
fucking
put your
trying
dick
to
in it.
fuck
Like
mean-
cows are pretty docile, but I mean, like,
And generally
you start
speaking,
fucking anybody in a hole you just made.
yeah, and generally
It's an
speaking,
issue.
you're gonna have a problem keeping your erection with a bloody fucking cow in your hands.
I don't know. I get really turned on by steak and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you been so horny like you've thought that? Like that is that why your brain went to that?
I would also say it's probably
that.
not the first cow Jeff's fucked.
Yeah, like
I
heard that from your sperm donor
No,
dad.
someone's elder,
I was gonna say that's not an expression.
someone's elderly dad told them, whenever, like when you feel the urge, like to go have, premarital sex or whatever, fuck that, just go out to the field and stab and fuck a cow.
Was he serious?
Yeah, because like you don't want to actually fuck a cow in like its butthole or whatever.
So you gotta carve your own hole.
Yeah, it's just
hold on.
it's safer to do it. Just stab
So
them in the
This
side.
So
took
is
this
this-
to the next level. So this is a real thing that happened.
Is this like in Varsity Blues where he's like, whatever you can't urges you can't hold down with hard liquor, use this.
Yeah.
Was that his
Yeah,
version of
yeah,
his
yeah.
redneck version of
Yeah.
masturbation?
Right, but like you
Why
don't
don't
want
just
to.
jack off?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna kill and fuck a cow?
You're not gonna kill it.
I mean, if
It's
if
not
you're-
like you and 80 of your fucking buddies are gonna stab and fuck the same cow.
Yeah,
Wait,
but-
have you done this?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, no,
like,
he's defending
Like,
this
is
practice.
this
Well, I
got
mean,
very?
it's-
What I thought was a
it's
throwaway line got
it's
very
different.
grounded
Yeah.
in reality.
It's no different than like a member of the Mongol horde fucking cutting the vein on their fucking horse's neck or whatever and sucking the blood for sustenance. You're not going
I
to
think
kill
it
the
is.
horse.
No, it's
Yeah, but,
totally- you're
but the
talking
horse
about-
doesn't die from that
Hold on, you're talking about
because they close it out.
an unevolved people sustaining
Unevolved.
themselves from blood.
You just Jay Leno'd yourself. You know where the Mongols are from, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I thought you meant older. Okay, all right. Anyway, let's go ahead and edit that out. Can we?
I like that. Fucking
Yeah.
Judge Josh over
If
there.
it's something
Nah.
Josh says, he'll edit it out.
He's
If it-
I don't know.
Everything
I'm
he
pretty loose with what I say.
my point is that if you take a knife and stab a cow deep enough
To fuck it?
the cow's gonna die.
No, it's not.
How the fuck do you know it's not gonna
If you
die?
stab anything deep enough, it's gonna die.
Yeah, but I
Yes.
mean, deep enough. You just stab it in the fucking side. You could get stabbed deep enough to fuck, and you're not going to die from it.
If somebody stabbed me like in the back and fucked the
Infection's
hole,
a thing.
Yes, especially if I'm jizzing in a
Nah.
fucking cow. You don't think it's gonna catch something?
Jizz is very
It'll
sterile.
it'll be fine.
This is unbelievable.
You don't dirty dick fucking a cow stab, puss. What the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta
It's like-
put a rubber on, idiot.
wow.
That's just reckless.
Okay, so you said that whose father told them this? Your cousin's dad?
No, this wasn't family.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
who is this? I mean, you don't gotta say a
Kissing
name. But
cousins?
how is this relation to you?
No, it's literally just a guy I know.
A guy you know.
Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
He
Yeah,
was-
now you're
yeah.
distant from him.
You're right. So a guy you
It
know's
was
dad
Uncle
told him
Freddie a
this.
minute
Yeah.
ago.
Can you call him right now?
No,
Do you
no,
have
no,
his,
no,
Do you have his
no.
number?
No.
Why?
No.
I would love to.
I don't
have
even think I
We're
have
on a
his number
podcast. It's like a radio thing.
anyway. No,
Nah, people don't listen.
I don't even think I have his number anyway. So,
All right, that's for the best. All
and,
right,
and his
so
dad is dead and gone. You know.
Well,
he's,
yeah, but
he's
I mean,
old as shit.
He'll tell us.
He got cow AIDS.
So when he told you this, did he say it jokingly, or was he like, "This is something that I did"? Like when he told you this, when he was like, "Oh, my dad told me that."
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, he didn't know how serious his dad was about it.
Oh, he
Yeah. You know.
an old family secret.
Right.
So
I mean,
so
like,
did he just have Betsy in the pasture that just had several fucking
Yeah.
scars
no,
all over her?
that's just it. He didn't ever follow through with this, but he was led to believe that was something maybe his dad or his dad's generation maybe.
Okay,
had
so
done
this
at the
was
time.
he was lineage. This was
Yeah.
This was a family
Yeah,
tradition.
he wasn't
to
like,
quote
well,
Hank
yeah,
Jr.
that's a good point, you know.
But if a cow has a pussy,
Right.
but
That's not where you want to.
A fat ass pussy.
That's not where you want to
can't fill a
stand.
cow
and fuck-
pussy.
That's true, and that's not where you want to stand.
I'm
You
not.
know, on a cow.
But in my mind,
you-
it's because in my mind, it's like, man, I ain't fucking the cow's real pussy. That'd be weird. I'm fucking.
I'm sure there's some of that.
I'm sure there is, like prison sex. Man, hey, I fucked him. He didn't fuck me. That'd be weird.
Right.
Like the
yeah.
same fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm not gay. I'm just getting off.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like fucking cows, you weirdo. I cut a hole in it and fucked it.
I come.
That's what, basically. I fuck steak. What's up?
Yeah.
Maybe his shoulder roast.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you're
People are
so you're
awful.
7 years old, wanting to live with your father.
Fucking cows. Left and right. Your dad's cutting these holes
Where
in
the fuck
cows.
did we even go there? I don't know how it got to
I
that.
couldn't even begin to guess, but you're 7 years old, want to live with your
I'm not-
father in
I'm not-
Meridosha.
I'm not 7.
All right,
I'm,
you're
I'm-
okay. You're 14. He's
Yeah.
letting you drive around town.
Yeah.
There's only counties.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never got caught? Nobody ever pulled you over?
No.
Nobody really? Wow.
When I was 15,
Smoking cigarettes.
I was I was already smoking.
Okay, yeah. We'll double back to that in a second.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. So you're 15 now.
I was driving. He had a 69
Nice.
Silverado.
Okay. I was.
It was jacked up, kind
Mm-hmm.
of a hick stream. It was real clean looking.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a nice truck.
Yeah.
But he let me. That was the one I always wanted to drive.
Yeah.
Of all his cars.
That was your white whale.
Well, I don't know. It just worked. It always worked in small towns,
Is he still with us, by the way? Do you
Yeah.
talk to him? Your
Not
sperm donor
really.
dad? You fell out of touch?
I mean, he
So
just.
did you
he
come
does
to a
his thing.
realization of who he is as a person? Because you've never spoke highly of him.
I mean, I've literally always known.
Okay.
I've always known how he, and it's like he's not a terrible dude or anything
Mm-hmm.
like that. I don't
But
wish anything bad on him or anything like
But
that.
he's just a dude. So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, he's not a dad. He's a dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Does he ever try to talk to you? Does he ever call you?
Yeah,
Birthday,
he'll like call me on my birthday, sometimes,
right?
or
Yeah.
Father's, one or the other.
Sure.
You know,
One, but not both.
no, no.
I got my call. I got my yearly
Basically,
calling.
yeah, and like, our birthdays and Father's Day are all pretty close.
Right.
You know,
okay. I
so-
got you. Yeah. So I mean, they are 6 months apart, for God's sake.
right.
God, that's fucking crazy, dude. I mean, but so you say that you've always known that. I mean, and that never fucked with your head ever, never.
Well, the thing
Do
is,
you think it fucked with your head in a way that you don't?
Yeah,
think
you
it fucked
became
with
a
your head?
stand-up comedian. This fucked
Yeah.
with your head at some fucking
Well,
way.
here's my thing. It's something that I get older and I'm beginning to realize. Things can fuck with your head, and you really think that they're not fucking with your head, but they're really fucking with your head. Is that never was the thing?
to where it's personality shaping
Yes.
over
Yes.
fucking with your head. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's more or less just an awareness.
Yeah.
Like I recognize, and the thing is, I know the traits that I've gotten from him. Undeniable. Doesn't matter that he didn't fucking raise me.
being a
or
cool
whatever.
dude.
No, they're
being
just,
a
they're-
bro.
No, not that at all, or whatever. But
But
Like-
you are very grounded
Yeah.
for
Well, you're a good father too, right? You're always there
Yeah.
for your daughter,
right, and
Right.
yeah. I got those traits from my dad that raised me.
yeah.
So I could see the value of being of having a good dad because I had a good dad.
So that okay,
And,
so that
yeah,
gave
I
you the
also
real family
had a
unit.
not awesome dad, but he wasn't bad.
Did
You
he
know,
have a good
just,
dad? Was his dad there for him?
He was adopted.
Wait, your biological father or
Both of them actually were
Oh,
adopted.
Jesus.
Yeah. So the family thing gets more complicated or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like my sperm donor dad, he was adopted.
Your fucking family has to look like a Crayola box.
It's fucking insane.
just fucking different shades of people everywhere.
They're all pretty light.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I hear.
There's a couple brown branches, but
right.
that's just one.
Well, I hear like
shoot.
different.
Yeah,
I
those
hear
those
trailer
branches
park.
form their own trees and don't really talk to us.
Right.
Here at the old oak tree.
Wow.
But
Yes.
no, I mean I don't know. It was
Yeah.
just
I
I
get it.
already had a good dad. I
get
didn't need to. You know.
You haven't talked to him in a while. Well, Jeff, here he is.
Whoa!
That'd be super fucked up.
What would you do if he? That'd be great. Fuck! I wish we would have thought about that.
The interesting thing is, like, ever since I've been an adult, I've noticed anytime I talk to him, it's like we don't miss a beat. It's like we've never not talked.
Really?
There's no animosity or anything like that. Nobody's feelings are hurt. We're both just naive and dumb enough to be like, oh yeah, I forgot. You're
you-
my dad. And I'm
Did
your
you ever-
son.
Hey.
Did you guys ever blow up on each other over shit like this?
Nope.
So there was never like
Never.
Dad,
tension
his
that
dad was like,
eventually-
"Why did you leave me,
There
Jeffrey?"
was never a confrontation or anything like that.
Right.
So did you? Okay, it was just like the realization of reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever actually go and live with him?
I spent basically a summer there. So
Okay,
I played summer league basketball, and that was fucking awesome. That was like one of the best experiences I ever had because growing up in Franklin,
How old?
I was going into high school.
Oh, so you got into a little buttercream gang adventure, didn't you?
Well,
Bunch of coming of age tale.
the thing is, I was there every other weekend for years, so I knew a lot of these kids anyway. I'd played basketball with them before.
That sounds like a Disney movie, and then you spend the summer there,
Yeah.
and then you meet friends and never see them again. And
Right.
Get your first fingering.
Yeah, this is the plot of the Lindsay Lohan movie where she played twins.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. He's just, we caught you, Jeff.
Right.
And then I caught a guy who looked just like me, but I never
Right,
met him before.
Dad, I'm gonna get you and Mom back together.
At Franklin, I was on the basketball team, but I never got any playing time. And I was like in my class where I was literally the tallest kid. So
How bad did you
that
suck at
uncoordinated.
basketball?
I sucked. I really did.
You would think, okay, that's the star of that team
Yeah,
right there.
And the
He
thing
can
is,
drop
like,
it in, yeah.
They wouldn't even have you in the tip-off?
I always knew how to play the game or whatever. I just couldn't physically.
I get it.
I had no
Right.
touch, is
Sure.
what it came down to.
Right, yeah.
Um,
All those things that come naturally to people who are athletic. Like
Yeah.
the fact that,
Yeah.
exactly right.
I had, like the
I'm not
effort
one of
was
those
there and
people.
stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
Like I always led our team in blocks and fouls probably per minute, something like that. Because I fouled out of a lot of games that I didn't start.
So you had aggression but no touch.
Well,
You wanted to win.
I wanted to block everybody's shot
Okay.
all the time.
Yeah. And was there also like, I'm going to prove I can do this? To
No,
me,
I just the players I emulated. I just liked people that blocked shots.
Dr. J.
I'm not that fucking old. I didn't watch Dr. J fucking play.
Yeah, when you grew up watching them, was everyone wearing Chuck Taylors?
Right,
They were
exactly.
all doing granny shots.
Yeah, they just took down the peach baskets.
We figured out we can cut a hole in the bottom, and we don't have to get the ladder every time.
Y'all know we can do that? Shit. That's hilarious.
But when I played summer league ball or whatever, they had 2 6'6" kids.
Wow.
So like,
So,
I
this was the big time.
I wasn't a big guy or whatever.
yeah.
So I literally played point guard. And it was
Why did you play
was-
point guard?
I could dribble.
Okay.
I could dribble, and I was a good passer, and I knew
Okay.
I knew how to run an offense.
Yeah.
But like, don't make me shoot the ball.
Were you doing that shit where you were doing the hand signals? Were you doing 1, 2, stop, up,
For the
up?
plays, yeah,
So,
Yeah.
so you were a fundamentals.
yeah, absolutely. And we were fucking trouncing people.
Wow.
Now, like at Franklin in junior high, we were awesome. We went to state, for a piss at school or whatever. We went to state in 7th and 8th grade. We all had big chips on our shoulders, not realizing that we're actually all a year older, basically, and that's why we're good in junior high.
Right.
Okay.
And
Were
then
how many white people were on that team?
they were all white.
All,
What?
Yes, 100%. This
How
is
many-
rural central Illinois.
Were you
Yeah.
playing any black kids or?
No, we didn't have any black kids to play.
Okay, I was gonna.
We
that
got a
story did not
we got
check
They
out.
had their
a
own
mixed,
league.
We got a mixed kid, right at the end. Like he was a freshman.
Oh, swirl twist?
He started coming into windmill dunks and shit.
He was a freshman when I was a senior or whatever, and they did have high hopes for him. He fucking sucked. He was raised with fucking white people. Why did we assume he was gonna be good?
Wait, was there real high hopes though for this mixed kid?
Absolutely.
Like, we
Yeah.
got.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we got one finally.
It's going to be our time.
Well, my cross country coach would always comment about, oh, that team, blah blah blah. They got a colored kid. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And he always said it like that meant something.
Yeah.
This is cross country. It is not dominated by African American kids.
Dude,
there
we-
weren't any Kenyans I was going against, so
Dude,
it was fine.
We had 3 black kids in elementary school, and they were all top shelf
Yeah.
for athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
all fucking were super fast, and good at football, and fucking kicked
Yeah.
ass.
I grew up in Inez, Kentucky. 600 people in the Appalachian Mountains. One black child child in the whole school district. His name was Xavier, and he was a god on the football
X
team.
gonna give it to you.
Oh, bro, I
Yeah,
mean, like,
does he make my drops now?
He
does.
does.
He now live in Atlanta.
dude, and here's the thing: I'm not sure if he was just that good or all the other white kids were just that bad. But it was hilarious. I mean, bro, it was like watching a grown adult man play with 12-year-old children. It was hilarious. And I was a writer for the county newspaper. I've told Josh this story before, and I wrote the sports stories. I got paid like $20 or whatever, and I would always interview the coaches that we played after the game. Without fail, every interview, every coach would say, and they know that I'm quoting them, "Man, that color boy was fast."
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to change that.
And the thing is, it's so interesting because like, there's absolutely anytime I've heard the word colored, except in like a fucking movie, is there was no hate behind it whatsoever.
No. It's usually the most backwoods people are trying to be sensitive.
Right? Yeah,
Just the
yeah. It's
rest-
like this is my filtered
Yes.
version.
The rest of the world hasn't gotten to them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
know what I'm
them
saying?
being woke.
That's what my grandma does. My grandma, well, I shouldn't say this, but like to this day, I mean, she actually
Is she listening?
she's a
Yeah.
big listener. Yeah. She's actually got the unregistered wristband on.
That's right.
She listens to it every
My
week.
baby.
But no, I would. I mean, I'd hear that growing up. Yeah. Oh, you got. Oh, go talk to that colored boy over there. He knows. You know what I'm saying? Like at
Yeah.
Walmart. Like mom, not my mom, grandma, not my mom. That'd be hilarious if my mom, who went to high school in the '80s.
Who I could also see saying that. Absolutely. It's not a stretch that your mother would say that.
Oh, you.
Or at least in the past.
What are you talking about? You never met my mom.
Your Trumpster mother.
Oh.
Why you gotta bring Big T into this?
Look,
Oh,
you, want,
T Diesel.
you want me to start TD?
Dude, I can't wait for his social media fucking platform. That is gonna rule.
Is that happening?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Why are you excited about this?
That's gonna be badass.
You just
I'm-
love watching
The world burn. I was getting ready to say I'm Michael Caine. Some folks just like to watch the world burn. You
A
and I had the
ruby the
same
size
thought.
of a diamond, or size of a fist. No, dude, I miss Trump Twitter.
Do you have any idea the fucking amount of misinformation? Like, if you think it's bad now,
Right.
with the fucking retards on Facebook, okay, I'm saying words now. Fuck it. And the Trump people won't give a shit. You think it's fucking bad now with the
They
with,
don't know how to work a podcast.
with the fucking misinformation on Facebook? Can
No.
you imagine when it's all of them?
Time out. I'm not saying it's going to be good for society.
Yeah.
Overall,
Yeah,
it's going to be
since
a
when
net.
did Josh motherfucking Freeman give a fuck
Yeah.
about society?
It's going to be a net loss for everyone. But as far as pure entertainment, where I check in once every couple weeks, it's going to rule.
Like when that
It's
lunatic,
like me looking at Jake Murch's Twitter. Like,
we shooting tonight.
right.
I'm just checking
like-
in every now and then to see what he's up to. And like,
at,
oh, this
like,
is bananas. Oh,
Which,
this happened?
which GoFundMe I'm supposed to
Yeah.
give to.
Right. Like look at
Y'all been panhandling online
the
lately?
One News Network.
I've been panhandling down on Twitter. People on Twitter corner been fucking getting it.
Goddamn.
All right, go ahead.
You
Kyle.
get that money, you get that money.
Yeah, he don't.
I know he don't. No, if you look at the one like any of the crazy right wing media news channels that have absolutely no fact checking, or again Parler when it worked. Like the only reason that Parler died wasn't because
Freedom of speech.
It wasn't freedom of speech.
You're
was,
goddamn right. It
The
wasn't.
free market, motherfucker.
I'm just saying, like it's gonna.
Yeah, it's dangerous for society.
really
It probably
there'll be
shouldn't
two
exist, but
worlds.
it's going to. Yeah, I know.
There
there
are
will
two
be,
worlds.
No, I know, but no, you think there's two worlds now?
Well, also-
there will be two worlds. I'm
Yeah,
telling
well,
you.
also getting a social media ban across the board helped foster that, to where it is
Fucking
gonna.
Rogan over here. Listen to him. He's getting ready to have.
No,
that,
it did. Like
ready to
it
have that gay
fucking.
British guy on here spitting some truth at us.
Well, when he was on fucking Twitter or on Facebook or whatever, it's like, okay, everyone can see this. But now he's like, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Whoever wants to play ball with me over here, not with these fucking faggots, can come fucking with me. So now it is just creating two camps of, okay, liberals or progressives or whatever the fuck you want to call, and then conservatives and ultra whatever on this side. So it is just okay now. When everyone lives in their own little fucking echo chambers, that's just getting amplified.
It's horrible.
because now they're just gonna be on their
It's
own
horrible,
fucking site.
but I mean, what is Twitter supposed to do though? Legit, I mean, like
I know it's fucking.
the motherfucker is literally fostering a coup, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's exactly what was happening. And then finally, Twitter was like, okay, finally, all right, you're fueling an attempted coup on the government. Maybe it's time to
But
pull
it
the
does.
plug.
But it does also. That they have the power to silence the president is the wildest thing imaginable.
Yeah, but
He
again,
could,
with
he could call a press conference at any fucking time.
he could, and you know, with capitalism,
The
you
White
fucking
House
live
press
by the sword, you
secretary.
die
Yeah.
by the sword. Seriously,
Yeah.
I mean, if we're all pro-capitalist,
I'm not even saying it was necessarily the wrong move.
no, I
It is
get
such a
what you're saying.
complicated
I
fucking.
know it is, but here's my thing: is Twitch, fucking
You're not 18 years old anymore,
exactly
Kyle.
Trump. I'm sorry, Trump. This Reagan pro-capitalist motherfucker is all about companies' rights and blah, less regulation.
Let's be honest. He's not really all about anything.
He's not about anything. But the narrative,
It's all about him.
his
He'll say
narrative is
anything,
that's
yeah.
what he's fucking about.
Right,
That's my
right.
point.
His golden
And
goose
then
is
Trump-
fucking his daughter.
Trump, this fucking, and then Twitter, this private company can go, okay, you're out, and then he's gonna go, well, I gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, so and he can go make his own thing.
But
That's
he's
his
also
fucking
been
right.
a victim his whole life.
It is wild.
Absolutely,
It's just all over the
absolutely
place.
has.
All right. Well, fuck Donald Trump, but I do look forward to checking out Trumper or whatever the fuck he's going to call it.
I didn't even know it was coming out. When's it coming out? Do we know?
I don't know. I just heard a couple days ago. They're shooting for. I feel like they said this year.
You have any idea how janky that's going to be?
It's going to be awful.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be awful and full of malware and just Trump ads.
It's going to be insane.
Everybody's password is going to be Earnhardt69.
Dude, if you are a redditor,
it will just
definitely
endlessly get fucking hacked, and it's like, we got all your information again.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
it's
going
going to be just a trove of fucking beautiful memes that don't make any sense. If you love the internet, check out the Right Can't Meme on Reddit.
Yeah.
It is hilarious. Oh my fucking god! It is one of my favorite subreddits. It is just gibberish. They don't understand irony or fucking
Right.
anything, context. They are always playing the victim.
That's crazy. That's weird.
The Right Can't Meme. It's a great subreddit.
That's why right-wing comedy mostly hasn't done well. I mean, I'm not saying that there's a lot of great right-wing comedy, but when it comes to like,
The whole fucking right wing and left wing of comedy is fucking stupid anyway.
no, I know, I understand
That's
that.
all right wing comedy is just branding themselves something, which that's fine. Respect the game. Do what you got to do to pay your bills or find an audience or whatever, but that's gay.
Do what you're gonna do, but my point is that like when there was a right-wing daily show on Fox News and it didn't work out well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's because they're not smart enough to fucking.
That's
Well, the
understand
thing
shit.
is, there's got to be like a level of truth.
Dude, the Colbert Report was more popular than the Daily Show because some dipshits conservatives wouldn't realize it was fucking satire.
Right.
I'm not shocked
Right.
at
That's
all.
so
by
beautiful.
That.
So
Absolutely.
you get all of the left and
Hilarious.
a
He's
decent
making a lot of
percentage of
good
the right.
points.
Yeah.
The same people who fucking go to Monday Night Raw and think Big Show killed the Undertaker. You know what I mean?
Right.
This motherfucker. Why are people laughing in the crowd? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Jeff Tolbeasy, when did you start smoking cigarettes? Tell us the backstory on this.
Okay, I think it was 11. It had to be like 11.
Okay, did you try it once and then like, "Ugh, this is awful?
No.
What context did you try this in?
All right. My stepdad, the dad that raised me, he was a smoker,
Yeah.
and he didn't want us kids to smoke. My stepbrother, his son, and I are 5 days apart. We were both premature. We were both born in the same fucking hospital.
Wait,
we're both at the hospital at the same time.
You have a stepbrother that's
Yes.
the same age as you?
Yeah.
And a sister.
Yeah.
Okay, the stepbrother this came from your stepfather. So
Mhm.
he already had a kid he was raising. So this is a
Yeah.
white trash Brady Bunch situation.
Yes.
Okay, we
That's
didn't,
what
even,
a
we
white
didn't even get to that.
Yeah, I
fucking
didn't even
aspect.
realize that.
So
How'd
he-
you not start a Nickelodeon band?
I know.
God damn it.
So
We
you know,
couldn't
he,
afford the
and he
bus.
was just over every other weekend. you
Okay.
know,
Oh, he didn't live with you.
Right.
Okay. So he lived with his mom.
Right.
And then you were his weekend home.
Yes.
Or his every other weekend. The same situation you had with your dad, he had
Yes.
with your family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Are you sure we're not related?
could be. So my dad didn't want us to smoke, so his plan was to force us to smoke cigarettes.
So this is the classic sitcom of you're
Yeah.
gonna smoke this whole
You're-
pack
yeah,
and you're
exactly.
definitely not
Except
gonna get hooked
none
on
of us
nicotine.
had the idea.
Yeah.
You know.
It was a joke on both The Simpsons and King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Bobby, you're gonna smoke his whole pack.
Right.
And did that work for you?
Well,
Obviously?
that's just it. He didn't make us smoke a whole pack. He made us smoke a cigarette.
Oh, good. He gave you
And-
a
So
taste.
just a taste.
He gave
Yeah.
you a taste.
Did he make you finish it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One cigarette when you're first starting, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you're
Yeah, it is.
11.
I kind of feel like I was a natural.
If you hold on, you mean to tell me legitimately you remember your first cigarette at 11 enjoying it?
Well, here's how it went down.
Because that's insane.
Yeah, because I think I had my first cigarette in second grade.
Oh my god.
So, but it wasn't a whole cigarette. It was me and my buddy fucking stole his dad's cigarette and a Miller Lite, and then tried them both in
Partied.
the woods, and then like, this is awful.
That's hot, bro. I mean, so did y'all like wind up fucking or?
I was just thinking,
Yeah,
I know.
fuck this, let's pull on each other's dicks.
Probably.
That'll be a lot more fun, right? Yeah. You won't look if I won't look. Let's both look.
I'm sure there was definitely nudie mags in the woods.
So my dad took my brother
It's virginity.
and my uncle. My uncle was he was a big oops for my grandparents, and he was
He's super young.
yeah, he's like 3 years older than I am.
Okay.
So he was always around too. He was diabetic, like super diabetic, so he was real small.
So he was old sperm.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and
At the back of the ball. He came from the tank. What this old motherfucker came out wearing a Starship bandana? What the fuck?
and so we all go out to a field, and Dad makes us smoke cigarettes.
Why'd it have to be in a field?
He didn't want us to be around anybody. He didn't want anyone seeing him.
Okay,
give
so he-
children
Oh,
cigarettes.
so he was smart enough.
Three
to-
obviously not really related kids.
So
Because
he's
we didn't
not.
look like siblings.
So
or
he's not
anything like
dumb enough to know how stupid this is. He knows this ain't gonna look good.
that. Right. So, we
Fucking
smoked it or
Christ.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to John, my brother. I'm like, that's pretty awesome, wasn't it? I mean, like I
Man, I like that minty flavor.
We coughed. Well, they weren't menthol. I'm a man.
Oh, you
white
remember
man.
what? Do you remember what the brand was?
Marlboro Reds.
Oh wow,
That's a good one.
I rattled that off real quick, didn't you?
That's what I started smoking.
You
So-
thought, well, now you do the lights, huh?
yeah.
You're not
My-
as much of a man as you were at 11 years old.
I always found the lights worse than Marlboro Reds on my throat.
Really?
I
Absolutely.
didn't.
Could
Yeah,
be,
they
could
got
be.
more fucking
They're way mo-
airflow, so it
They're
dries
way
out
more
your
like
fucking throat.
chemically to me than even
I can
Reds
see
were.
that.
Anyway, so like the following weekend, my brother came back down. He stole his mom's cigarettes, and we've literally both smoked since. It could not have backfired more.
Yeah, this is unless you got cancer and died already.
Right,
It could not have
exactly,
went worse.
right.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it might have been like his plan all along. Like, did you have to buy cigarettes through him at that point? All right, you boys give me some cigarettes.
Yeah,
I'll
does he
take-
have stock in Philip
Yeah,
Morris?
I'll take $2 off the top.
Well, by the time like my parents got tired of grounding me and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
You can't ground me. I'm an addict.
Well, you
I'm
know,
not.
like at some point, you kind of do have to stop.
Do
we
you?
were-
You're kind of a
But
parent.
we were on vacation, and
It's Myrtle Beach, so anything goes. You know.
we did go to Florida, and we were doing the Disney thing or whatever. And me and my brother were.
Did you do the redneck thing at Disney? Because we fucking sat through a timeshare to get tickets to all 3 of the Disney World locations that could only be used that same day.
Sucker born every minute.
Yep.
We're I think we were 15. I think we had just turned 15, and at the airport, my dad handed us each a carton of cigarettes and told us to not be assholes
Oh my god.
on this.
A carton.
Yeah.
He gave you each 10 packs of. He gave you each 200 cigarettes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
How
I-
old were you?
You said
We had
15.
just
You're
turned
15.
You said carton, but my brain heard pack because that just makes sense.
Because
Yeah.
that should
Well, that
be
makes
able.
sense,
that
but-
should be able to tide over
Right.
a 15-year-old.
Well, the thing is, Dad
heart.
Dad was a pretty heavy smoker, so like I don't think
He's like,
he
I'm gonna be
grabbed-
bumming off of you.
well,
Like, but you realize again, if you're 15 years old, most kids, literally a carton will. I mean, again, I'm not saying you should, but a carton will last you a week.
A carton is like a
and
lifetime
that's-
supply of
Yes,
cigarettes when
it's-
you're a child.
It's 20 cigarettes. Like
It's 200 cigarettes.
yeah, it's 200. That's what I'm saying. It's 20. It's 20 a pack.
Yeah.
200 per carton. That's fucking. And did you smoke all 200 while you were on vacation?
yeah.
Oh my,
Jesus Christ.
oh my
That is
god.
hilarious.
Well, the thing is, like that initial fucking cigarette, because Dad was like, "All right, we're waiting on our fucking flight. Let's go out and smoke." And
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You were 15.
Yeah.
You weren't 18. You weren't
Right.
40.
right.
Shit, like, that's what you say.
How
yeah,
did, how did you look at this at the time?
Oh, I thought I just won the lottery.
Yeah.
Like, but again, that's what you say to your 40-year-old steps, or not, like, or son,
Well,
whatever.
that's just it though. Is like all of this stuff occurs, and I'm like, he was my stepdad. Like there was still like there
Now
had to be
he's your
there had to
stepdad.
be just a little bit of a filter there, like where
Right.
not all the love made it to me. You know, there
All
just
right, let's
had
take
to be.
you to the strip club.
Right. Well, I mean, like you can still kind of parent from a distance or something like that. Like
Yeah.
I didn't get
Even
the
though
full.
he practically raised you. He raised
He
you.
did raise me. He
you.
absolutely
Yeah.
raised me.
He raised you, but
Yeah,
it was
I call him Dad. I've always called him
sure,
Dad.
yeah. But I love that the stepfather filter still allowed him.
To give me cigarettes. Yeah, he's like
carton!
he's
How
like
did he feel about
this
his
kid
kids
isn't
smoking?
this kid isn't carrying on my legacy. I don't know. I think because they're very much alike. They look extremely similar. Same
Make
build.
sure they got some buck teeth.
Do you have? Did you take his last name, Tolbert, or is Tolbert your sperm dad's name?
Yeah, sperm dads.
Okay, I didn't know. I know a lot of people will switch to the what's his last name?
Coonan.
Oh yeah, Tolbert. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Tolbert.
Right.
But if it was something cool like Magnum or some shit,
Right,
Wouldn't that
right.
be? You know what I mean? Wouldn't
That
that,
would've been
play into
awesome.
your fact? Like you know what I mean? Like Titty Masters.
Yeah. If it would have been anything
Titty
fucking
master.
cool like that, I would have absolutely been on board. Because the thing is, like, I could have easily asked my sperm donor, "Hey, could you sign this so I can change my name?" He'd have been like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, sit in the
And
middle.
you are, yeah.
You don't know how you don't know how to forge my signature yet. You're not my boy.
Coonan.
So yeah, I've smoked
Man,
ever since.
you can hear the racism in that
I
name.
know. It was like yeah. What do you want your last name to be? Coon.
It's like
It can't be a racial slur. All right, throw an N in it.
He's the lineage said the slurs so many times they
yeah.
got their surname like that.
Yeah, his middle name was the N word. Literally, it was crazy.
So, yeah. So I've smoked ever since.
Good,
Pretty
good for
awesome.
you, buddy. Good for you.
So
Good
like
for
the
you.
one thing I've stuck with.
That's good.
All my commitment has been just cigarettes.
Never tried to quit.
Oh, I tried. Yeah, when I was 18, I was working same place Dad worked.
When did
same
you
place
start
that-
working?
when did I get my first job?
When he
Yeah.
was 5
Like-
in the coal mines.
I filled out my first W-2 when I was 15.
You didn't work under the table anywhere?
Yeah, I did. I worked for farmers and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what age did you start working for farmers?
12.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I never detasseled, but I
Do you have the white trash work ethic?
no.
You weren't
Well-
ingrained with that?
Which one? Because there are two types of white trash.
The
There are the
pretending I got hit by a car to get a payout. Yes, I have that. one.
that would be the one that I have.
My dad has the hardest worker on the planet. Work
Yeah,
ethic.
yeah.
Like, I mean, just being from
Like
Eastern
it's
Kentucky.
really gonna get him somewhere.
Yeah,
like that
dude.
type of delusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, man? And I had a conversation with my
It's
dad.
like you could respect it, or you could also be like, "Wow, you're kind of a sucker."
Oh no, I mean I absolutely respect it because I'm the exact opposite. I wish I would have gotten independent from him. And like, one of the saddest conversations I had was with him a couple of weeks ago, and it was offhand. He was like, basically, he was like, yeah, it doesn't matter how hard you work, that you're disposable. And he was like, it took me a long time to realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he really, and he still is a hard worker. Don't get me wrong. But
So
I mean,
he's still he was a company man who really drank the fucking Kool-Aid.
I don't want. You know what? I think yes and no. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think that he drank the Kool-Aid, but I think it was that that capitalist, like, well, if I work hard enough, anything can happen. And it's
it's definitely like I think the more common idea is like, well, I know it's not gonna happen if I don't.
right. Oh, and that's
so,
true too, and that's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly. Hey,
They'll take care of me.
right. But
There
they
is
won't.
that disillusion.
Right, and no, but I think it can be both, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's
this won't
also-
happen if I don't.
It's also an older philosophy that
Right.
has gone away with
But-
this generation.
But they used to, though. A lot of companies used to. Like that's
Yeah.
why, like back
it was
in the,
a real thing.
It was
Yeah.
a real thing. Like back in the 50s, you would see like, oh yeah, I got this house and this car. You know what I'm saying? Just all like the
A
company gave
guy,
me
a guy
this.
worked with his dad in like his fucking early 40s or something like that. Really his prime. He got a job at was it Texas Instruments or something like that?
Okay.
He was an engineer or whatever. No, he had no real formal education back when you could.
Yeah, I'm an engineer.
Well, the thing
I
is,
worked on a space shuttle.
You could,
The
yeah,
challenge.
and that's
had
just it. Is you
practical-
could do those jobs with
Right.
just from experience.
Sure,
Yeah.
right.
You know, and anyway, he worked at Texas Instruments for quite a while or whatever. So that was really the feather in his cap. And then he ended up moving, taking a job at another pretty well established company or whatever, decent sized company. And I just can't remember it off the top of my head, but he got real sick, and I think he only worked there for a few years or whatever. And he still got basically he was medically retired, and they paid him. They paid him.
That must be nice,
They paid
huh?
him for the rest of his life.
Really?
Jesus.
Wow. Now it would be, well, you see, you worked here 24 years.
Right,
and you got to be here
absolutely.
Yeah,
25.
Yeah, and this was after just a couple years, and and the thing is, I think that company's still around. It didn't fucking kill him to do it, you know?
Well, yeah, they can do it.
Yeah.
It's just-
Oh, yeah.
Right.
they're not going to.
It's like the Chris Rock joke. Like Pontiac making a car where the bumper don't fall off. And you know they can do it.
I was actually just explaining unions to the midget last night.
Great, yeah.
And,
that old our kids, they're like blockbusters at this point, right? Like fucking, goddamn.
I was just explaining to the good and the bad side
Sure,
of unions.
absolutely. There's both. There are both, right?
And because she didn't know at all,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, back in the day, work was extremely dangerous. People were getting paid, all this other shit, and they decided to unite and all this stuff. And she's like, and you guys aren't unions? I'm like, fuck no.
See, because it
Why?
got to the
It's
point
complicated.
where everything was perfect. And
Right.
we don't need them anymore.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, there are, but at least she's learning from you, though. You know what I'm saying? At least she's not learning it from somebody who's like extremely on the right or left, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and that's just it. Like anytime we explain kind of, I don't want to say big topics or whatever, but just kind of more abstract stuff
Sure,
or whatever,
right.
we try and give her both fucking sides.
Yeah.
Because like
It's good. Critical thinking skills.
I've, when I just think about how much my opinions about things have changed in the
Absolutely.
last couple, just the last couple years or whatever,
Sure,
I
right.
realize your beliefs are absolutely fluid.
Absolutely.
And they fucking should be.
they should be. Yeah.
So I don't have a problem that we don't agree on certain things or whatever. I explained to her, hey, this is what I think about it, blah, blah, blah. I acknowledge that could be absolutely wrong, but this is where I'm at with it right now, and be aware that now I might get better. I might get worse.
Right. That's really.
'Cause
that's
she
really
knows
good.
the fear I have of turning into my parents.
Your daughter does.
Yeah.
How old is she again?
13.
13.
But I mean, like, we've always talked to her like she was
Perfect
an
Kyle
adult,
age. She's about to age out.
All I have to do is be like, yeah, meet Kyle. He's friends with Josh. And she'd be like, fuck you, Kyle.
Why does she not like Josh again?
I ate
Because
her
he fucking
cookies one time.
Yeah, he stole snack cakes.
Why'd you steal snack
I didn't
cakes?
steal
from her?
snack cakes. Are out on the fucking.
She had claimed
They were at-
some snack
Yeah,
cakes,
they were
and
at
Josh ate them.
Johnny Deborah's house
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some pool party, and they were
Yeah.
like out, so I ate them.
Yep.
Did you ask anybody about him before you just fucking ate
It
him?
was a party. I mean, like
Like
she was,
they were out with the snacks. It
Oh,
was like
okay.
a spread on a table.
Yeah, she was amazed that a quote unquote adult would take these fucking snack cakes.
That's hilarious. That's like
She
one of
also
those-
hates your long hair.
Yeah.
Hey, she kind of
She's a
picks you
real
apart now.
judgmental bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
Got a lot of her
Yeah.
fucking mother in there.
Exactly.
That's one of those like big moments in life when you're a child and you realize that adults can be assholes too.
Oh, yeah.
She
Yeah.
learned that on that day. She's like,
Right.
wait a minute, but why?
that
Why was
adult-
he?
Yeah,
hold
age
on.
is still fallible. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a grown up.
You taught her a lesson that day, didn't you, buddy?
All right. Well, we'll definitely have to do part 2 of the white trash origin
yeah.
story of Mr. Tolbert here. So, for now, good night, Street Kings.
First love,
This has been a Walter Freeman production. Meow, meow, motherfucker.